We are live. We are live, sir. You can start.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you who are listening me on this virtual seminar. First of all, I would like thank the IIU International Intensive University Global Team, and in particular its leader. One of them is Piyush Pandit, the founder, and Dr. Corina, the Vice Chancellor of IIU, who invited me to, to speak on this platform. So thank you, all of you. Yes, I would just introduce to this IIU. So International Intensive University is world first intensive-based virtual university, building a better and brighter future for all young learners, and is committed to provide quality and affordable, skill-based, and location independent education to learners across the globe. In fact, International Intensive University is providing access to more than 100,000 courses intensive to their e-learners across the world. With the team of high caliber, experienced global educators, IIU has been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization, WEO, and International Accreditation Organization, IIU, and collaborated with all world top universities and institutions through the platform of MOOC, massive open online courses. Of course, it provides various certificate courses, diploma courses, and so on and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, there is always one person who has a vision, the thought, the idea behind this successful venture and organization. If we talk about the main behind the success of International Intensive University is none other than its co-founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit. Mr. Piyush Pandit, he is really a visionary, dynamic, young leader in the field of this virtual, establishing the first virtual university in the world. He is the main. I remember the days of pandemic where our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he always quote, change the pandemic into the opportunities. So he did. Mr. Piyush Pandit did it. Means the आपदा, he always saying कि आपदा को अवसर में बदलना, means change the pandemic into the opportunities, and Mr. Piyush Pandit really did it during this pandemic. I really appreciate and salute Mr. Piyush Pandit. Now, I give some brief because this is the first virtual induction on this platform. So I would like to get briefly about me, those who are new. This is Dr. Shakir Ali, Professor of Mathematics, in particular algebra, at Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh, India. Previously, I was worked as one of the best university of KSA, King Abdulaziz University, Saudi Arabia. And moreover, I was visited professorship various universities across the globe during supported by various agencies. In 2018, I was the visiting professor as King Abdulaziz University, Jeddah, and in 2019, I was visiting professor at Karamangu University, Turkey, supported by government of Turkey. In 2011 and 12, I was visiting professor at University of Maribor, Slovenia. These projects are supported by different means inter exchange program by government of India and government of Maribor, the government of Slovenia. Moreover, I was recipient of Tubutik visiting professorship award for the year 2019 by the government of Turkey, and in 2011 I was received Indo-Slovenian governmental fellowship program supported by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and Ministry of Higher Education, Science and Technology, Republic of Slovenia. I was awarded Outstanding Scientific Award for the year 2018 by International Organization of Scientific Research Development, USA, and I was awarded 2 Best Research Paper Award during my early stage of career by Indian Mathematical Society in the year 2003 and 2008, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you in this webinar, that is today's webinar, Tools and Technique to Write Excellent Research Paper. Let me share a screen first. Dr. Corina, kindly allow me to share the screen, please. Hello?
You are co-host here.
No, the message I say, host disable the participation of screen sharing. Please allow me. Yes,
Try now, share. Try now, please.
I will share. Is slide is visible to all of you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And I am audible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, good. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's topic, tools and technique to write excellent research papers. In fact, this talk is based on my 20-year experience in the field of research and development, that I face the problems from the various publishing companies and find out the solution. So I will share these ideas on this platform. So let me give you some publishers, name of the publishers whom I will associate one way and other way. So these are the publishers. So Academic Press, Cambridge University Press, Deguter, Elsevier, IEEE, Springer, Taylor and Francis, Wiley, Word Scientific. So because as I told you earlier, I published more than 120 articles in Journal of highly reputed international journals published by these agencies. During this period, I faced a lot of problems. So how to find the solution of these problems dealing with these publishers? So I mentioned a few of them, and we will discuss the way how to manage the problems. So this my whole talk based on these publishers. Could I know the audience, the level of the audience? Can anybody let me know, please? Hello?
Yes.
Could I let me know about the audience, the level of audience, or what type?
Please have a phone and see in chat. I will send you.
Okay, okay, just. Okay, I will following the general views. So let me proceed because I will manage this. So my dear participants, this is the outline of whole paper. Okay, we divide our talk based on the pattern of the paper, and as we know, most of the publisher following the procedure, the same outline, title, author's information, followed by abstracts, keywords, subject classification, then the main body, followed by acknowledgement, conclusion, references, and supplement. So I followed the pattern of the research papers in that. So do anyone have questions? Please ask in the chat, leave in the chat box, and we will try to okay. Then let me come on the first by one, the title. So what is title in fact? Because every research paper is the first component is title, which is one of the most important component that provide the idea of your manuscript. The title summarizes the main idea and the ideas of our study. So a good title contains fewest possible words and adequately describe the content or the purpose of your research. Now it has some limitations. What are these? Means I make more precisely what is the meaning of these things. So look at the title of the research paper should be short, as much as short and effective. Because if you have short title, it gives the quick observation about your manuscript. So try to write in short, maybe few words, not more than one line. So title should be concise and small, as much as you can. A title should be informative and complete. What mean by the complete? Complete means your title gives the whole overview about the study, what you plan. So that's why they give the complete information about the study. Title should be attractive the readers, because once you prepare your manuscript for any publisher, any journal, either editor or referee will first see your title. This is the first. So, the first impression is the last impression. So please be careful choosing the title. It is the one of the most important first component of your study. Moreover, the title do not contains infrequently used abbreviation. Be careful. Don't use abbreviation which is not very familiar. Okay. So that means we should avoid. What we should avoid? To pick up your title, let me give you some idea with the help of example. A title such as On a Conjecture of Ahmad and Khan. So if you sometimes what happened, you don't use the general nature type of name because there are lot of Ahmad, lot of Khan. So on conjecture of Ahmad and Khan does not convey the exact information about your work, because these two names are not very common. They are common. So if you write such type, then make it specific. If your field is means some Nobel Prize winner, some field member, if you solve their conjecture, it makes sense. In general, don't use such type of title of the paper. So that's why I write don't use such type of. And moreover, try to avoid technical terms. That means technical terms is based on your study, understand only those people which are working in your area, not in general, because sometimes editor, referee, mainly the editor is not expert in your field sometimes. So provide a title which everyone understands easily, and so that's why do try to avoid technical terms. So these are the few things you should avoid. And then come on the next point of the manuscript, that is the author's information. Very, very important, because your work connect with you, your university. So provide complete information about you, your co-authors, and of course, your university. If you associate with more than one university, of course, you can write the first and second university, because this gives the, the indexing of any university based on the research. Okay. So this indexing direct relate to the research workers. So you provide the complete information of your university whenever you do that. Okay. So write the complete information about each author. So if you have more than one author, give complete information of every author. However, choose one of them is corresponding author, and give a specific footnote about the corresponding author. Who is the corresponding author? Because the editor make conversion means corresponding with the one of them. Moreover, when you writing the information about the authors, you should already make your mind which journal you are planning. So see the home page of the journal, because some of the journals, they want address on the first page, some of them on the last page, some of them on the bottom. Like, for example, one of the best, means well-known publisher, Sponger. Sponger want the author's information on the first page in the footnote. However, on the other hand, the Word Scientific, Taylor and Francis put the author's information on the last page. So, and some other authors, some other journal, the similar pattern they're following. So please check the home page of journal, and whenever you make your plan, your mind, where you want to submit, where you want to publish your work, follow their guidelines, because this is important. Otherwise, it will take you a lot of time. You send manuscript to the editor, he or she return back and give a suggestion. Kindly see the home page and rewrite your manuscript again and send me back. So it is wasting your time. So when you make your mind, your work is the level of Word Scientific, Elsevier, or so on and so forth. So choose all these things. And author's information is the important, as I told you, various things. Come on the third point, abstract. What is abstract? Dear participants, in fact, the abstract is the summary of your work. So, after your title, the second point follows by the editor and referee, that is abstract. So, this is a summary, and it gives the complete information about your research work. So your abstract should be it advertisement of your manuscript, and you know what is the advertisement. I think the best example, IIU. I really appreciate the team of IIU and its way of advertisement. The whole social media, you know, is through the social media, the IIU is known. And the example is myself. I did not know before provide the information to me about International Intensive University through its dynamic Vice Chancellor, Corina. So that's why this is that advertisement. If your advertisement is really good, so it gives the first information and it will attract the people. So very careful when you are dealing abstract. It should be summary, but summary in short, which provide the comprehensive information, complete information about the whole research. So that these are the few notes to keep in your mind. It is the key component of research. So keep it simple, informative, attractive. It must follows by the title. Very important point. It has made some relation, title as well as the abstract. The quality of the abstract will strongly influence the editor's decision to review your manuscript. So this is the first part which editor think, by which he may proceed the paper or reject the paper. So first decision based on the abstract. And last, an attractive abstract put the editor and the referee in good mood. As I told you, the first information, first impression about your study is provided by your abstract. So very careful. Now, we should again avoid what we should avoid, very important. Do not use the technical jargons. Go straight forward, simple, informative. Do not cite reference, because as I told you, the research publication is totally based on the publishers, follows by the guidelines. Some publishers don't want to references in the manuscript, sorry, in abstract. Some of them, they don't have a problem. So it's very journal to journal, and you should check before submitting. Does the requirement fulfill? If it is fulfilled, go ahead. Otherwise, you should revise and rewrite. So do not cite references, since some journals need abstract without any references and mathematical equations because of some reasons. Some of the journal, they just pick up the abstract and send to the reviewer directly, but without name and something. So that's why they don't want to any reference in the abstract. So we should avoid these things. The next point, keywords and phrases. So what is this? And what is the importance of these keywords and phrases? So, and how keywords you should write. As general pattern, we should write 3 to 5 keywords of your study. And what are the keywords? You should pick up these terminology from your study, which you use, those terminology used in your study. So write 3 to 5. And they are important and help to editors and the referee, because the editor of the journal pick up the referee based on your keywords. Okay, so that's why keywords is very, very important in the manuscript. So keywords are used for indexing. When your manuscript is published, then again it will go to higher indexing, like we are in mathematics background. So once our manuscript is published by any journal, then this journal, this manuscript should be again reviewed by American Mathematical Review. And why they're expert? The importance of work and the choice of editor or referee, editor for referee or reviewer for means MS review for reviewer, they pick up on the based of keywords we are providing. So this is the important point. Now, come on, subject classification. What is subject classification? We all know. We are expert in our field, so we all know. There are 2 types, specifically primary and secondary. First or second, you can say, because this primary and secondary, like we are in mathematics, we are talking mathematics. So American Mathematical Society, American provide a review of each subjects. Like in mathematics, there are hundreds, like algebra. Then in algebra, we have ring, associative ring, we have near ring, we have ring with no relation. So like for me, we have 16W. 16 means 1/6 means this is associative ring. 16W, this is associative rings. Then we write down 16W10, that means the associative ring prime and semi-prime. So it has hundreds type of subject classification, and you pick up your classification, must write down just after abstracts, because the editor and reviewer follow your subject classification. Sometimes the editor return the manuscript if it is without subject classification. So this is the one of the important component, and we should provide in term of primary or secondary, or in general you write down 2 or 3. It's depend on the pattern of the publishers. Sometimes they ask, like I know the academic publisher, academic press asking, like Journal of Algebra asking for primary and secondary. How, and the other one like Algebra, they are not asking for primary, secondary, but they are asking in general subject classification. So we should write 2 to 3 subject classification. The next is main text. It includes introduction, results, conclusion. As far as, so the main text involve these 3 major components. Now come on first component, that is introduction. An introduction is the most important component of the manuscript. It convinces the reader that your work is important. Research manuscript should be neat, attractive, beautiful, and it gives a very positive impression to the referee. Divide your introduction 3 or 4 paragraphs. What is that? In first paragraph, you write the key definitions and notations. Means we divide the whole introduction in 3 to 4 paragraphs. So first paragraph involves, or you give key definitions and notations. Then means it may like few lines, 2 to 5 or 10 lines, and second paragraph gives the general background about the study based. Write this second paragraph based the previous work. Your work is followed by the previous. So write this previous verse, give the complete information, because this is the part the referee must follow, and your study will be motivated by this part. So you provide the second paragraph to background of your research, who and what people has done before, right? So give them. Then the third paragraph, if possible, you write the connection with your problem with the previous study, because it make connection, give connection with your problem and the previous one, previous cited one. If possible, you maybe write down some problem, open problems which you want to answer. So write down in third paragraph. Okay. The last paragraph point out the issue. I'm talking the fourth paragraph. Point out the issues that being addressed in the present work. Suppose Ramanujan solves conjunction based on the prime numbers under some conditions, and he leaves open problem. So write down this problem And in last paragraph, just state we want to solve the Ramanujan conjecture in more general setting. Precisely, we have the following result. So it makes the connection with the previous study. So referee will connect. So this is what the introduction of your work. Any question till now? Any question? Okay, so we will continue. If no question, again, what we should avoid when we writing the introduction. As I told you, the 4 point. First paragraph, notation and definition. Second paragraph, history of your work, previous work. Third, connection of your problem with the previous work. Fourth, clear-cut problem, write down what your motive. Okay, so it make the whole things clear. Less like, hello, 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 Dr. Corina. Hello, Dr. Corina. Hello.
Please go further.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay. Sometimes I because no response, so I understand maybe there's a network problem. Please.
No question in chat. No question.
Okay, good. Now, so the what should avoid in abstract? Sorry, in main text. Look at the points. Less such type word, such type phrase do not use. Less is better than more. Less are better than or more. Don't use such type of terminology in introduction. Don't write much more except presentation without any discussion. Make those points which are related to your work. Do not make more. Be careful. And what you are writing, it must followed by the citing work of the previous author. Keep this in you. Okay, so we should go there. Now, the second component of our main text is results. So now this is what your work, how to present your work, right? So write the finding, write your key findings in the form of lemmas, propositions, and theory. Make connection and give their proof. Give their proof in short, and the main result prove in step by step. So referee and it means the audience will understand well. If sometimes you write in a step, if your proof is very lengthy, so you write the proof in a step 1, step 2, step 3. It's better for understanding. And highlight difference between your work or your result and the previous ones. What the means, what you have proved, and how it will be related with the previous works, and what are the importance. So write this importance in terms of some consequences, like your main result. Okay, when you finish your main result, then write some consequence. The following are the immediate consequence of your work. That means they are consequence 1 proved by Ramanujan. Write down his result and the reference, and similarly by the author. So it gives the strength of your work. That means your result is followed by these consequences. Then come on, conclusion. So very important point here. What is conclusion? Of course, it is a summary, but it must be different from the abstract. It not, you don't summarize your whole things in conclusion. Okay, write down clear conclusion helps the reviewer to judge your finding. For example, if you prove the Ramanujan conjecture for some particular value of n, write down, we prove the Ramanujan conjecture for n is equal to 20. Clear cut information. Okay, and write the key findings, followed by brief discussion and the future perspective. Means give the, if possible, give the open problem, give direction for the future research. So the pupil will follow your work by your conclusion. So that is the conclusion. Means the last component of main text. Again, keep in your mind difference between conclusion and abstract. Do not summarize your whole paper, as I pointed out previously. Do not make trivial statement. Do not use uncertain word such as probably, might be, maybe. Because you know, as mathematician, may not be. These terms not in the dictionary of mathematics. In mathematics, yes or no. So as a mathematician, I advise those who are working in mathematics research, please avoid such type of thing. Don't use may not be. Okay, so these are the points we should keep in mind when we write down our conclusions. The last part of the main text, followed by your main text, is acknowledgement. So we must thank the main power who helped in any way to complete the manuscript. There are so many people. Some people are typing your manuscript. Some people are helping to write your manuscript. Some people are proofreader. Okay, so say thanks in acknowledgement. And if you have some funding, then you must acknowledge these funding agencies, because they are supported you. They are supported your study. So please be careful. Sometimes referee advise or change your proof by some good techniques. Okay, or editor, sometimes if editor in your area, so he suggests you some good points. In that situation, you should acknowledge referee as well as editors as well in 1 or 2 lines. It is very important because they are advising you, they are giving you many things. Last, what very important information, that is called references. Okay, write the complete list of site references according to the style of journal. According to the, I emphasize, according to the style of journal. Like my name is Shakir Ali. Some journal ask me write S Ali. Some journals are asking write Ali S. Okay, so the style of the references is depend on the choice of publisher, journals. So be careful and check the home page. As I told you many times, the public connection of your publishing work is just has one corresponding with the publishers and you. Please be careful when you will write. To check guide for author, they provide complete information about the way of writing the manuscript or preparing the manuscript. Web page, because it's very to well. Write the correct spelling of authors. What happened in fact? Sometimes, like we are reviewer as well, sometimes we found the incorrect information or wrong spelling about the authors who are very known, well known. We really give the bad remark to the authors. You don't know about your this well-known author, and sometimes they return the manuscript. So we read manuscript very carefully, one time, two times, three times before sending to the journal publisher. And similar, the English very important, and it vary from journal to journal. Punctuation is very important as well. Very careful, and we follow the instruction about journals as well. Now, the supplement material. What is this part? In fact, this section, author should include the some tools, methods. In fact, this part, what happened after when you send paper to reviewer, editor will follow, and then and then after review, when your paper is accepted, this section may be deleted. It depends on the referee and the editor. So that's why this is called supplement material. If referee wish to include this portion, it's okay. Otherwise, after review, you should delete. Maybe you write some, because sometimes your proof followed by the previous study. In that case, to make clear, you write this proof, and after review, referee will ask you to delete, you can delete. So some proof for the referee similar to the others, you can do like analysis and additional data if necessary. In statistics, what happened, we need some old data. So you put this data in this part, and again, after review, it's depend, you can delete or include, totally depend on authors, means referee and editor choice. So this is supplementary material. Now, we discuss some tools, in fact. What tools? They are free of cost. For example, resource means how we will get from the journal publishers, and they are free of cost. So, like for example, if you are interested to read more about how to write a good research papers, how to publish a good research paper in ISI journal, so you can again read the literature. Like this is the reference by Cargill and Corner, scientific writing scientific research articles, strategy and steps, John Wiley. This is very important a book. You can go, and so this is very available. And then similarly, Arts of Scientific Writing, Wiley. This is published in 2004. Give the very systematic way of presentation. And similarly, how to get your research published in good journal. Because in one lecture, I cannot accommodate the way of towards the publication. dealing of journals. I give the overview, the whole paper writing, but to give the how to publish in good journal, we need some more point to be discussed, the way to be discussed, tools to be. So these are available, you can write down. Now, and one more thing, once because we have much time right now, we are near to time, only we have 3 minutes. So we are not to discuss some more thing. However, we in these sections we demonstrate like this is what one paragraph and there is some mistake, so how will we remove? Similarly, the title, as I told you previously, title and abstract should follow. Okay, so here this is the example I collect. Just I quote one, means explain this, then I will conclude my discussion. Like the title of my paper is a characterization of left centralizers maps in rings. So look the abstract, what abstract has gives information. Let R be a fixed integer, R be a ring with involution. For any two element X and Y in a ring R, the n is to Lie product and n is to Jordan product is given by these mathematical expressions. This, see the last two lines. The main purpose of this paper is to characterize Jordan left centralizer satisfying certain function identities. So see, title, characterization of left centralizer. So better we delete this word, Jordan. What we say? The main purpose of this paper is to characterize left star centralizer satisfying certain functional identities. So the title make connection with the abstract. This is the one demonstration. And similarly, we have other, but we do not have time to go in more detail. Now, here I point out, just give you some extra tools and tips. Some extra tools and tips. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the tools free of cost. If you're interested, go on the site and check yourself. Even if you need something on the means related to this lecture or some more information, I just in last I give my email address and you can send me your request. I will provide you. Here we discuss some tools like when you want to publish some paper in Elsevier, go on the Elsevier site, find out Elsevier Publishing Campus. This is a site where you can find tools, grammar tools, how to check grammar. Are you writing the correct or not? For example, I give you one example. Some of the journal follow American style English. Some of the journal following British style English. We are in India. So which style we should follow? So this is the one problem. Okay. And how you sometimes is very surprised because one of my paper based on this issue, it will hold for 2 years because I make correction according to our style because we are follower to the British system. We writing the English on the British system. They retain me, revise your paper and so on. So I again revise the and send after 2 months. Again this send me, no, we not like your paper. Again, please revise. Then I request to the editor, kindly ask to referee in particular way what he or she wants, in what point she imposes to revise. After that, the referee and editor suggest me because we are following the American style. So please rewrite your paper in American style. Okay, so these very important point and very point of observation based on the experiences. That's why I told you the whole talk is based my personal experiences during the last 20 years dealing with various publishers. Similarly, Taylor and Francis author service. Go over there, click, you find various tools. Taylor Francis. Whatever you write English grammar tool, you write like you want to check your plagiarism, then you may write your plagiarism, check plagiarism, because nowadays the big problem for the plagiarism. You should check plagiarism before saying the publisher. Okay, so these tools either your university will provide or you can take help from your the other people. So please be careful whenever you're writing or dealing or such things. Okay. Similarly, there are the Wiley author service, Word Scientific, so on and so forth. These publishing house provide free online training program for researchers. Please, I think you know, many of you are know. They provide time to time the free online training sessions. Okay, so somebody are interested can make registration and go there. Good luck. Thank you very much to all of you for your patience with me. And this is the more information. If anybody are interested, please write me. The email is this in the last, Dr. Shakir 1971@gmail.com. And you can find my information on the American Math Society, author's name Ali Shakir. You can find all the things about me. Thank you very much once more.